Hey, welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, and I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel, I like to look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes within your experiences. I like to do these type of readings because it helps create awareness. And when we have awareness, we're able to make better choices, better decisions. We see how we contributed to the undesirable life experiences that play out within our relationships. And when we're able to see all that, we're able to incorporate new habits, new behaviorisms that shape shift the situation. And so these readings are very empowering. They're healing. So I do look and see what the person did do, what they're going to do, because we always want to know that information. That's the ego part of self. Well, the ego part of self is like, is this person suffering? If they made me suffer, are they suffering? I want to know that they're suffering. That's just a natural way to be. Now we might say, no, I really want that person to go and be free and be happy. Nevertheless, there's always a healing process. And part of the healing process is to be mad, is to, it's not normal to be like, okay, just let it go. A lot of times it's not if the person betrayed you. And the reason why is because we have a spirit part of self, and the spirit part of self is the God part of self that me and you are connected to right now. And that energy is of unconditional love. And when somebody is not coming at us from a place of unconditional love, we can feel that. Okay, just the same way that you can feel a soulmate, a twin flame, a past life karmic mate, you can feel that the person feels like home. Well, the same way that you can feel when someone's disrespecting you. They don't have to do it outright to disrespect you. So understanding why things are the way that they are is really crucial, because a person could really have feelings for you and treat you like shit. And then now you are stuck with, feeling inadequate, like you did something wrong, confused, all these different emotions because of somebody else's trauma. Understanding why you attracted that person into your life is what's empowering, because there you understand what needs to be healed, what needs to be integrated, because part of healing the shadow is healing your inner child wounds. And that happens by reparenting, which means you have to be your own parent. You have to understand what the spiritual lesson is. Otherwise, we continue to relive the same karmic theme. And that's called a karmic loop. Like you're stuck in a karmic loop. It's like, this is the same shit. It's just maybe with a different person. It's the same experience. It's almost like a deja vu. Sometimes we have that with the same person. Sometimes we have it with new partners. So in order to break the karmic cycle, we have to reparent and see a different experience. So we're actually viewing ourselves different, and then we're embodying the new emotion. How do you manifest? Through the thoughts that you think and the emotions that you have. So you will not be able to attract the same type of low vibrational energy. See, it's all about how to work with energy, that your energy, how to work with your own energy. You are a supernatural being because you have the divinity inside of you. And that allows you to create the life and the life experiences that you want to have. So if you're not having them, you have to ask yourself, why aren't I having them? So let's check out what that word of the day is. Woo. I had caffeine this morning, and let me tell you, I'm like, this is what I feel like. It's like, person said, are you sensitive to caffeine? Oh, no, I'm not sensitive to caffeine. I'm sensitive to caffeine. If I have to pause this video, it's because I ran into the bathroom to throw up, because I feel like, damn. All right. The card of the video. Fear. Hey. I feel like you're connected to somebody that is afraid to approach you. And I feel like they're afraid to approach you because They know they disrespected you, and they don't really know. They're basing everything that you might do on what has happened to them in the past. This person has a bad way of sabotaging themselves. I feel like they feel like they're in a karmic loop. That's what I feel like. And I actually feel like maybe the person's energy that I'm tapped into is feels like they're going to throw up because they're in fear, right? And that's from a lot of suppressed emotions that are affecting this person's health. And I just feel like, unfortunately, when we hold energy of fear in the root chakra, it means that we're not connected to our physical body. We're not connected to the world, meaning people in the world. We don't feel comfortable. We kind of feel like an island all to ourselves. And we're up in our mind, and the mind is chattering. And again, your thoughts create emotions, which will make you feel sick, will make you feel. So I feel like, again, this person is stuck in a karmic loop where they keep reliving the same type of experiences, but these experiences are like traumatic, where they're getting arrested, like where they're losing a business, a home, something that's of that they worked really hard for, something that they poured their sweat, tears, love into. And I feel like it's because they keep reliving the same experiences with people that sabotage them, that people that betray them, that people that really don't care about this person. Like, they dispose of this person. That's what it feels like. So it's almost like this person is sitting there frozen, waiting for it to happen. That's the energy. So if you're not connected to this person, like you're like, I don't feel this person. I don't feel this person at all. Well, it's because they're, again, not present. They're not in their body. I feel like they're afraid to approach you. They can't handle like one more thing. They can't. It's like, and I feel like they know that something's going to happen. I don't know what they did. I don't know what their situation is, but this is the energy that they're in now. It's, again, the underlining energy. So we're going to see what they're going to do from this energy. But we know one thing for sure: when people move with this energy, you never get anything good. Only if you're running from a bear. If you're running from like something like that's going to like kill you, harm you physically, or even mentally or emotionally, then yes, you have to run. But the truth of the matter is that when we react from a place of fear, a lot of times we make our situation worse. And I feel like that's why this person is also nervous to confront you, because they didn't know how to handle like their disrespect. They didn't know how to deal with you. They didn't know where to kind of put you in their life. And I feel like they asked the wrong people. Again, the same people that are like have the knife in this person's back, or are gonna soon to put this knife in this person's back. So it's, again, they got wrong advice, and they acted cocky and self-righteous in order to fit in with those people. Because I feel like those people were like, nah, you don't have to like go, let that person chase you. Or let that person chase you. Let them do the work. Let them, like, almost now I feel like this person's looking and they're saying, wow, like I have respect for you, because what I was actually asking you to do was degrade yourself, was lower yourself, and they didn't realize that that's what they were doing. It's almost like they were trying to fit in and not really, but they were listening to these people. And now it's like, I feel like they're nervous because, again, they see who these people are. And I also feel like they're like, and I screwed up whatever I could have had with you. Not good energy, because they know that you don't no longer trust them, and they're in a place of guilt. And there's a part of them that doubt that you're not even going to take them back because of their pride. again, asking other people and acting, oh yeah, make this person run, make them chase you, make them give it to you. And so they're afraid of your hostility because they know that they were negative. And this person tends to avoid conflict. It's like, and that's the thing, but there's a lot of people that are really angry with them. And so they're not able to act self-righteous now. Or that's the energy. So let's see what they did to you when you were dealing with this person. Because it feels like this person doesn't even have like an identity. I mean, think about it. It's like they're not strong within themselves at all. They have to ask other people how to treat you, how to like deal with you. They didn't know where to put you, but they weren't really willing to give you the time or the energy. So, like I said, this person is not strong within themselves. Excessive. Again, like they know that they pushed it too far. It's like they know that they should have came back a long time ago. They know that they know, like I said, it's almost like it's as clear as day, like where they didn't really see it before, they're seeing it now, and they're seeing it now because they're in a different place. I feel like those people that they were hanging around with, they were buddy, like, and everybody was against them the whole time. But meanwhile, they're playing right into like the people's hands. And the excessiveness is that, waiting long, like it, like almost pounding into your head. I don't like you. I mean, what is it for? How is your perception? Your perception, if they're not giving you anything because they're listening to other people, it's like you don't know that they're listening to other people. You don't know that they're afraid. You don't know anything. All you know is that this person's not coming to you and they're being told, no, this person should go to you. This person should like crawl to you. And so again, like it's like they know that they disrespected you at this point, and that's why they're like, I don't think that I could even, I don't even think I could fix it. And so those people wanted your person to destroy their relationship with you. They purposely did it. And they purposely did it because they wanted to control your person. And what I'm telling you is that your person is not strong because they didn't even realize what they were doing. They were so busy trying to fit in. And see, I think that this person knew that people were going to stab them because we can always see things. And when I say stab them, I mean stab them in the back. I don't know whether that was take their business, like take something that they poured their heart, their soul. So it could be a business, it could be a charity, like a some big like event. It could be anything, but it's like almost like whatever it is, it's the same karmic theme, and the karmic theme is betrayal. And so this person saw that there were signs along the way, but they refused to listen to their own intuition. They, again, don't trust themselves. That's why they're always in a place of fear. That's why they had to ask every single other person how they should treat you. And that's also why they held back from you. Again, because if they really knew you and they really put the time into you, they would not need to ask. So that's the thing. And because this person has so much fear and so much doubt within themselves, because I feel like they're projecting a lot, or also because this is an experience that's happened before. And that's the thing, your person tends to please whoever they're around as a way of survival. Psychological and emotional survival is when people just yes, and they go along with whatever the crowd, because they're afraid to cause rifts. They don't want to create rifts. And understand, when we do that, we abandon ourselves. And when we abandon ourselves, we get betrayed because we betrayed ourselves. See, the universe is always talking to us saying, like, you have to be true to yourself. You have to love yourself. If your person doesn't love themselves, you see what's going on here? Do you see how they can't love you because they can't love themselves? We have to not be in a place of fear. Never be in a place of fear. Yeah, because I feel like this person is sick and nervous, like that epinephrine is going like, like this person is just waiting for it, like too many telltale signs. And the reason why is because after when we want to look the other way, when people do things, I feel like we can feel it. So the little bit of underlining sarcasm, the little looks that they give each other, like there's just things that your person refused to look at that now all of a sudden they're seeing. And that's why they're like, they know. And this, I feel like the excessive energy is also like your person likes to do what they like to do. So there's a reason why they keep having people sabotage their life, and we have to look at that too. We have to see, okay, these people are really angry. Again, there's a lot of anger. Okay, there's even anger underneath your person's fear. It's like they are angry because they're like, why do I keep getting myself into these situations? And like looking to project their anger onto somebody, looking to blame somebody where they can't anymore. It's like, because this has happened too many times. It's also like, again, their excessive behavior of whether that's doing drugs, whether that's like talking to a lot of people, putting the business in jeopardy, putting the event in jeopardy, doing something that, again, is not going along with the crowd. And so being that it's like you said, the crowd has more power over your person than your person. And that's that what this person has a commitment issue, because that's the karmic theme that they keep living. They keep living where they're surrounded by people who they trust that betray them, that hurt them, and that they can't get out of the situation. And then they have to escape from the situation. So we're going to see that they're probably also going to have commitment issues because of this, because this is a karmic theme where they're the person that sabotages themselves. Again, denial, like for a long time, your person was like, it didn't really want to like even look and see that those people were mad. They didn't even want to, that's the thing. It's like they knew that they had to stop whatever that they were doing, like before everyone wanted to turn on them. And then they knew that they should have left that environment when they should have. And they also know that they should have contacted you. So what we see here is avoidant attachment style. That's what we see here. Somebody that is an ostrich. When there's a problem, they stick their head in the sand. They pretend that it's not going to happen. And so what we see here is also, again, this energy is very, these are all behaviorisms that come from trauma. And from having an extremely low self-esteem because of that trauma. Again, yeah, they feel like they never fit in. They feel like they always have to be the chameleon. They always have to give 100% of themselves. They always feel like, so they're playing the victim a little bit now, which is normal when people go through their trauma. They go through phases, and the first phase is denial, which I feel like this person a little bit was looking to put the blame on someone else. And then also, this keeps happening to me, poor me. And so eventually they're going to get to the place of this is me 100%, because I feel like it's already starting to happen, because they look at you and they say, I can't even approach you. And I feel like they would want to approach you because they would want advice. And I feel like it's only because you are honest with them. Whatever you do, maybe your spiritual flair, maybe there's again a way that they feel like you're not judgmental. Irony is, I feel like you were always those things and this person never appreciated them. And it's like they cared more about the bling bling They cared more about status. They cared more about that other thing. And guess what? Now, those people that had all those characteristics are the ones that are betraying them, and now they're looking to talk to you. But they're like, again, I don't know, but that's what those people knew. That's why I'm saying it's like your person should have never opened up their mouth. They opened up their mouth to the wrong person. And it's like, and in that, it's like they got a whole group involved, and that whole group is like, are in on that. And now your person actually sees it. And they can't come to you because they're like, I don't even know. And so I also feel like this person may be holding back from coming to you because that, like, when it's almost like your hope. Like, if they come to you and you reject them, then chances are they'll just stay in that environment and let those people bully them and continue to be around them. Like, but almost like if they go to you after everything is finished. It's like, because I feel like they want to come to you, but they feel like they can't come to you. That's why, again, they know that something's going to happen and something is going to happen. And so it's almost like when this person's going to come to you, it's like they want everything to be done so that they could just be in a connection with you without the drama, because they know there's going to be drama, because there's always drama. That's part of this karmic cycle. So this person will probably come to you full of drama, or it's going to feel like drama, very emotional, very all over the place. And it's because, again, expecting what's going to happen. So when you dealt with them, it's again, yeah, this person's lost right now. Like I said, so this is where they, what got them to the point and where they are now, that they're completely lost. They because I don't know what to do. I'm surrounded by people. So that maybe this person works with these people. Again, there's something major with them that where it's again that they're destroying this person's life. And it's not one person, which is the irony. One person got a group of people to go against your person, and your person relives this. And I feel like when they met you, again, they were more considered about the bling bling, about the stuff, about, the material. Again, illusions, like that's the thing. They never let you get close to them. And they never let you get close to them because they were connected to people where I feel like those people, maybe they own a business together, they're working on a project together, they're doing something that makes this person look important, that makes this person appear to have a good life. So again, when you met this person, they were in a different space. They were, again, self-righteous. Like, I'm not going to come back to you. We had a little tip, and that's really what I feel like. I feel like you had a little argument, and instead of this person coming back and apologizing, they held out, they listened to the wrong people, they asked, when again, they showed you a very confident person, but that was an illusion. The person's not a confident person. We see that. And so that's normal, by the way, when people don't feel confident, what do? They create a persona. And so if I have a persona, I'm wearing a mask, I'm not going to let you get that close to me. I can't let you get that close to me. Again, that made you feel unsafe, because you're like, unsafe could be emotionally too. Like, you tell me one thing and then like I'm feeling another. So again, this person's creating illusions, but you can still feel intuitively like there's something off. That's number one. So I also feel like you're like, what, are you cheating on me? Because you're not letting me that like close, or you're seeing someone else, you're talking to someone else. Like, unsafe, I really feel like emotionally and psychologically, you're like, I feel like your energy is all over the place. Well, I think this person's energy has been all over the place for a long time. And it's like, and that they were never really 100% confident in themselves. Like, if you see them personally, like face to face, they probably like diarrhea mouth, like, blah, 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 like tell you everything. But then texting to this person, you get like one word. And it's because when they see you, again, they, have to like acknowledge that they have feelings for you, and then they get nervous. So it's like, again, there was telltale signs that this person is not as confident. And if you look back on like your interactions with this person, you can say, oh yeah, now I see. But when you were hanging out with this person, or when you talked to this person, or you saw them in their environment, well, again, there was a different persona. Guess what? That environment's gone. This person, when you see them again, most likely that environment's going to be gone, and you're going to be seeing a different person, a whole other person. Again, and you forgotten about, which is what this person was told to do. And I don't know why they listened. I feel like in order to stay in whatever they were in, they had to like be like kind of lead a double life, where they might be married to somebody, they might like have a can be in like, I don't know, like a connection. Maybe they're not allowed to get married, that they have to there's several different things that could be. But it's almost like they were like part of like I said, almost like a crowd, like a cult. And so they like had that life, and then they would go out and meet people, and those relationships never went anywhere. And I feel like the people that were surrounding them were like, yeah, like almost like be a player. Like, oh yeah, like if it's a girl, yeah, girl, go out and get yours. Like, and if it's, every night, and vice versa, it didn't matter. It's like, as long as you're not going to ruin the dynamic of what's going on here. So obviously money was involved. And so it's like, and that's the thing. Uh, they were living a double life, and I feel like that was okay, for them for a long time. And then it's like other things happened where I feel like other things happened with this person, obviously, like you never want to stay in a crowd. So I don't think that it was just you that came into this person's life and changed it, though I do feel like you influenced that. So you're probably someone that's a free spirit. You're someone that beats to your own drum, which again was kind of like, ew, weird when this person first met you. Like, because again, they're insecure. They're not secure enough to do that themselves. So I feel like they would look at you and then look around at everybody else's reaction to see what they would feel. And if you didn't get a good reaction, then it was like, oh, where they misjudged you, and they misjudged you because they were looking at you the way that they, look at themselves. Unfortunately, they did a little projection again, where I feel like this person sees synchronicities all the time, 1111, where they're like, they're looking for an answer. They're looking for an answer. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're their person, again, because this person is a little not balanced, like I said, but there is a connection. I feel like they're looking for a sign, because they would really like to talk to you. They would really like to be able to like clear the air, explain to you what's happened now. But again, they're afraid. They don't know how you're gonna be. So like I said, part of them juggles between, should I stay? Should I wait until I'm fully out of this, or should I go now? But they thought that they would be out by now. It's like, no, those people, once, they put those blocks in, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't reach out. Then when they would get like, well, maybe this person's still going to reach out, maybe a person's still going to reach out, so we're going to do something to make it sure that they can't reach out. And I feel like it's something with the law. I feel like it's something like, you cannot leave, otherwise you will lose every bit of your company. You'll lose every bit of this project that we were working on. You will lose whatever it is, and you will lose your status. You will lose everything, and everybody's going to know. You're going to have mud on your face, which I have to add that, because again, your person doesn't have a good self-esteem. So they really care about the persona, which is why they stayed connected to these people for as long as they did. So they were almost like praying, asking for a sign, looking for the divine, looking for wisdom, looking, because it's like they can't turn to those people now. And they don't have anybody else. So again, the irony is I feel like they were going to talk to somebody, they would have wanted to talk to you, and you're not talking to them. I've been so grounded all my life. It's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. Because listen, this person would have normally bounced back. I feel like, meaning bounce back to like their environment. If their environment said, don't leave, they wouldn't have left, before. I feel like, they would have, like, it's too difficult because there are always telltale signs. And I feel like that's why the knife is going in your person's back, because everybody that's surrounded your person says they're leaving. They're not going to stay here. They're gonna whatever they're gonna do what he wants or she wants to do. And that's what the people that are surrounding your person are saying. And that's why they're like, we have to do something before they do something. And that's what your person is feeling is like, and that's why there's a lot of anxiety. And that's why I'm saying it's like they would have easily caved by now. They don't have a backbone. I'm not saying that the ostrich, again, denial, ignore the signs until it's too late. That's been the energy here. And now all of a sudden things are changing, like I said, um because I feel like your person just doesn't want to stay in that environment, or it's not even that they're not going to stay in that environment. It's that I just feel like the dynamic of whatever it is want that your person wanted to change a little bit, but in the fear that it would change completely, these people like, nope, we're gonna fuck you before you fuck us. And that's the energy there. And your person knows it. And they're like, I don't have anybody to talk to. And I don't know what's gonna happen. And I clearly would have not did that. So I don't know whether it's 100% you. Like I said, I think the person wants their freedom away from this, but you are again being there kind of is like almost like a buffer. Like, well, I can like talk to you, and like you had a thing for me before. Maybe we can rekindle it, even though I stayed away for so long. Maybe I can explain to you. It's again because this person is grounded. They never believed in anything spiritual. I think again, the way that they lived proved it. They lived a double life. They didn't live a spiritual life. They weren't true to themselves. They weren't healing themselves. They weren't evolving. They were being puppeted. And they didn't know that. They see that now. And probably because your person like is the one that runs the show, really. It's like they're the ones that it was their idea, putting on the project, running the business, whatever it is. They were the one that was carrying everybody. And that's what, you know, want change. Don't be tempted to disconnect from source. Our connection to source is the love and healing we required for reunion. I feel like if anything, your person is looking to God now. And it's because this connection is a spiritual connection. And it's a spiritual connection because they can't stay where they are. Because what we see is that they were staying in a very low vibration to accommodate that this person could be a chameleon, which means that they never created themselves, and they never created themselves because again, they had a very low self-esteem. We see that. And so what I feel like is that this person got good at a craft, good at doing something like, and everyone jumped on this person's bandwagon. And that was family, people where, in the beginning, they were getting a lot of attention, and then they agreed to like, carry these people, bring them along, let them be a part of whatever it is. And it's those same people that are going to take what your person built what they created. And so there's, like I said, it's that, it's the loss, it's the betrayal. We see the wounds, and those wounds can't happen unless they happened in childhood. Okay, not like that, not if it keeps happening. It's betrayal at its finest, it's shame at its finest. I mean, it really is what's happening to this person. Like the law is getting involved, like everyone in the community may know what is going to go on. This person's going to have shame. They're going to have disgrace. They feel bad about themselves already. So we see that it's a spiritual connection because, again, what we see is that this person needs spiritual healing. And it doesn't mean that you need to be with them, but what it does mean is that you're the catalyst in helping them get out of their situation, because they're saying, I might be able to rekindle things. I might be able to. I remember you were kind. I remember that you were loving. I remember. And so it's, again, it's giving them hope. Now, it doesn't mean that it's accurate for you. You might be like, fuck you. Like, I don't care. Like, hell can freeze over. I mean, I close my eyes and I imagine you're here with me and it feels so real. Well, again, I'm beginning to understand this is what it means to be in the 5D with you. So again, this person is, I think, never looked at a spiritual thing before, never knew of a spiritual dimension, never had a deep connection. Doesn't mean that they didn't have lust, didn't mean that they didn't have a relationship. What it means is, one, that they really destroyed this relationship by listening to those people, and they know it. And but they still are like, I still have something for you. I like it, it's like I want to actually figure this out. And this, again, what makes us do things? Love, right? We would never change, right? It's like we have to override it. We are all alchemists. We transform fear into love and shadow into light. There it is, darling. Now, again, that might not mean that you'll be with this person, because you might say, well, screw you. But nevertheless, this person still is evolving because they're getting out of their situation. And that's what the universe says. The universe is like, I don't care like what it is that ignites it. However, it's like, it's time for you to evolve because this situation keeps happening. And so we have to say, what is this person going to do? Because we're curious. What are they going to do? And we also want to know why you attracted this person. So we're going to pull 3 and 3. And we're going to see. I wish I could share my good news with you. Again, like, even though that my life is falling apart, I'm going to be out of this situation. And that's what I feel like, again, which they could share their good news with you. But they're like, I don't want to tell you everything just yet. I'm not fully out of my situation yet. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know what that's going to look like. So I'm not going to ruin my chance by coming to you beforehand. I love you. I know I messed up everything. I mean, literally, it doesn't get any better than that, okay? And it doesn't get any more straightforward than that. So again, we want to know that, like, again, what else? Baggage. It's been my situations, like I keep reliving this. It's like I need healing. I feel like they're gonna ask you, like, again, like maybe you can assist them in that. I don't know whether or not you're a healer yourself. I don't know whether or not they know that you're into spiritual stuff. I don't know, but they're like, they see that they're like the same thing keeps happening, and they don't want to be a rolling stone. They don't want to, they don't want to not have love in their life. They don't, again, they feel the spiritual connection. They know it must mean something. They don't know it's to help them clear their baggage and clear their, again, to they kind of feel like it's because they're broken, you know, they're broken. So, and this person, but again, doesn't know, they just know that there's a problem. They may not know exactly what it is, and they need the support again. So but they see you as those things, a way of support, guidance, and something to help them heal and to heal themselves from their baggage. So you have to say, now, why did you attract this person into your life? Because what we see here is that they have a lot of childhood trauma. That's what I assume, because we don't see that them like doing anything really bad. What we see that they didn't ever like set boundaries. We see that they got caught up with the wrong type of people. We see that they weren't smart in we see that they weren't smart. But let's just leave it like that. I mean, as far as when they met you, I feel like again they wouldn't let you get close because they were trying to show a facade, and that might have been hurtful. And they did stay away from you because they listened to other people. So again, those are the things that we have to say, well, what would that trigger inside of you? Well, obviously abandonment, and obviously making you feel like you're not good enough and that you're not worthy, and kick up your stuff. So what was the point? Shame. Well, clearing your own shame. And shame happens again when you grow up in an environment where it could be from inheriting, ancestral karma. So if your parents one parent was an alcoholic and the other parent never showed up for you, again, the embarrassment. It could be from not having good self-esteem issues yourself and the behaviorisms that came from that, drawing negative attention to your family and being shamed. And so you may have a little sabotaging behavior in yourself, again, that where you might have had trauma of shame that you've already healed and integrated. So again, this would be a divine connection that spirit would say, well, I'm going to help you heal this person because this person doesn't have good character. And it's not because they're not a good person. It's because they are too much living in survival. But if you would create awareness for this person's ready to like live in alignment because they don't want to keep destroying their life. They've already seen that everything that they do isn't working out, that they can't kind of run their life. They don't trust themselves because they keep creating the same undesirable life experiences. So the irony is that you've also gone through those experiences a little bit, and that you've maybe not to this extreme, I don't think to this extreme. And I think it might have been even with relationships where maybe you've been in relationships where people have like said one thing and then done another. And that brought shame. So it's about having boundaries also. It's about giving unconditional love to someone that you have unconditional love for, but learning the balance of it, because you've already learned that you have to make sure your cup is always full in order to give of this person. So to give to this person to help them. I mean, if there's unconditional love there, it's guidance. Yeah, like again, it's you are reparenting. You are reparenting yourself from the shame through helping heal this person by giving them guidance. And that's because again, the divine works through, your soulmate, someone that has unconditional love, for you. They're definitely going to listen to your advice. They're definitely going to follow suit if they like what your life looks like, and this person likes what your life looks like. Again, you were someone that beats to your own drum. This person's like, I like that. I don't want to go with the crowd. I don't want to carry everybody. I don't want to be a part of whatever the fuck this shit is. I don't want to be a part of it. I want to be my own person, and that's normal. That's normal. And I think at one time they weren't strong enough to do that. But just like, when a child, grows up and they have to leave their parents, it's like, we had a lot of times we grow out of people, and it's like time to move on. And, if everyone's living their life, it should be an organic process. This is an organic process because your person is the person that's running the show, but is getting treated like shit, which is their theme, which is why they thought it was okay to live a double life. well, I got to get my emotional support from somewhere until they kind of met you. And then, so you're part of that, but then because of your life, because of their spiritual connection with you, but it's really that they're like, I want to live, man. It's like these people are crouching me and again, overwhelmed. So growing up in your environment that you were, again, were shamed, it was overwhelming, again, didn't make you feel at ease. And like I said, the reason why you're getting this person into your life is to help them, is a way for you to also heal yourself, to reparent yourself. And the guidance that the good Lord gives us. Again, if we, for those of you that want to pursue this relationship, and if it's a divine connection, which I feel like the divine is all through this connection, because this person is not smart enough to navigate their own life. They are spiritually blocked when it comes to their worth, through, again, feeling that they deserve love, obviously, through just being their own person. So the divine is helping them. The universe is working through them. And what we see is the universe is also bringing this person to you to help you see yourself through a different perception. That's what healing is. But we always have to embody that. That's why integration is not just seeing the new and different result of your situation. It's actually by embodying it, by so again, you ground it. That's transmutation. That's fire. And it's again transmuting fear into unconditional love. Because guidance, even if you just stay friends with this person, and for some of you, that's what I feel. Some of you will be like, I'm not really going to take you back into my life right away. Or if I do, we'll be friends first. And that's where the guidance comes in. That's where you'll be teaching this person. And in God's hands. Didn't I say the divine was involved in this? I did. In God's hands. That's right. My trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guides my heart and my choices. My faith is steady, and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. So I feel like, again, there is a connection with this person. And I feel like this person would have been your choice if, they would have did things right. And I think because maybe you at one time had a very low self-esteem too, and suffered from shame and then gone through, you can empathize. What is that? That's unconditional love. Guidance is unconditional love. What is God? Unconditional love. Who has a hand in this connection? God. There we see it. It's a divine connection. It is not going to look perfect, but spiritual connections never do. I'll see you guys later, Scorpio. I love you. Bye.